Hi there. Good evening. Welcome to Yin Yoga. So, hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying warm. It is frozen in Jerome. It's like less than 30 degrees, and we had snow and wind all night. And yeah, so the roads are pretty icy. Decided to do yin from my house tonight. It's really nice to be here right in front of the heater. And yeah, hopefully you're here to practice. And I'm going to do a little practice tonight for the heart chakra. I got my green candle here going. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So we're going to start seated tonight. If you have blocks, bolsters, pillows, blankets, whatever you need, you will need at least a bolster or a couple bed pillows if you don't have a bolster, or yoga blocks if you have those. And if your yoga blocks are hard, like mine, I recommend getting a pillow or a blanket to lay over the yoga blocks. Okay? All right, grab whatever you need and we'll just get started in 1 minute. Figuring out the music, the audio. Hopefully you can hear me. And the coolest thing about yin is you can keep your socks on. You can have your sweater, all of your warm fuzzies. I have a nice cup of tea, so if you want to have some water or tea close by, that's always nice. All right, let's get started. So a seated cross-legged pose if you can. And I'm sitting on a cushion as it really helps my hips to release. Since it's so cold too, we tend to really constrict and get a little less flexible in this cold temperature. So sit up tall enough that your knees can point down. If you notice your knees are pointing up to the sky and you're engaging your core at all, try to get those knees to point towards the earth. You can brush your palms along your legs and just invite that downward flow of the knees so the pelvis can relax. Sit tall, close the eyes, and start to focus on your breathing. So maybe we had plenty of time today to breathe and to focus. Maybe we've been running super busy and have had no time to focus just on ourselves. So close the eyes and just feel your breath. Notice as you bring attention to your breath, it starts to change. Where our focus goes, we get in tune. So start to feel your breath getting bigger and longer and deeper. See if you can find this beautiful neutral to the body, to the spine. So we're sitting up tall without a lot of effort. The sits bones are grounded into our cushion. Our belly and our ribs are stacked right over those hips. The shoulders can soften and broaden. We have the eyes closed so we can just look inside, starting to feel the breath. And I'd like you to bring your hands in front of the heart. Connect the bottom of the hands, so where the wrists meet the hands, and connect the outer edges of your hands, your pinkies, and connect your thumbs. So you're actually making a little vessel, like a bowl with the hands. This is a lotus. So bring this lotus in front of your heart. The fingers are open. And then the lateral and the medial edges of our hands are pressing together. So if we poured water or some sweet nectar into our hands, it would fill. And then place that lotus right in front of your heart. Close the eyes and start to fill that lotus, that mudra of your hands with beautiful green light. And as you breathe in, you may feel that green light expanding bigger all the way out of the hands surrounding your body. And then as you exhale, it concentrates and it goes back in. It becomes deep and emerald green. And just stick with this visualization, stick with this mudra. If it feels a little challenging, it's okay. Maybe the hands are a little overworked. Just do your best. Make sure the jaw and the belly are relaxed. As we breathe in, we fill the hands with this beautiful green light. Maybe we see it behind the eyelids, behind closed eyes. We can see that beautiful, healing, heart green light. And as you exhale, it comes in, it gets a little denser, it concentrates in the body, in the heart, in the hands. And as we inhale, it expands. Couple more rounds with your intention, your visualization of this beautiful green emerald heart chakra light. And then taking that handful of green light and bring it to the crown of your head. Place it on the top of your head, your palms, and just feel the hands sliding down the face, down the shoulders, down the front of the body, all the way to the hands resting on the knees. And take 3 breaths, just envisioning your body glowing bright green. Begin to come to hands and knees. If knees are sensitive, place them on a blanket. We're going to lower the heart into Anahata. So the knees are hips distance. And we root through the shins, we root through the tops of the feet. So the feet are not in flexion, they are in extension. And keeping the knees and the hips in line, begin to walk your arms forward so that your heart comes down either to the bolster if you don't feel you have a lot of flexibility in your back, or to the ground. So the tail is high, the arms are extended, and we try to get the chest and the heart to the ground. So the tail stays lifted, unlike child's pose, and we have this beautiful back bend and inversion. Try to place the chin or the forehead on the ground. Then we hold and breathe. Keep relaxing your chest. Keep relaxing your jaw as you melt the heart, the breath into the ground. Long, deep breathing. Each exhale, allow for a little deeper softening. You have 5 more breaths. Do your best to get the most out of the breath. Full inhales, full exhales. Very slowly start to walk your hands back towards your body. We like to move really slow and yin so that we can feel the effects as we come into the next posture. Full tabletop pose. Bring it into a big cat pose. Round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. So you're now rounding the back after that deep back bend. We open the spine, the back of the body, tucking the chin. Hold that cat pose. Option to shift forward and back. Little stretch through the wrists. Keep the spine round. Keep the navel pulling slightly towards the spine. 2 more breaths. Let your head and neck release. Letting gravity take the skull to the ground. Beautiful. Come to seated on your heels just for a moment. We're going to set up our blocks or our bolster lying horizontally along the mat. And then we're going to bring our right rib cage to that bolster. So we want the bolster or the blocks pressing into the right ribs. And you can place a block on the top edge of your shoulder so that you have a rest for your head. And if you don't have extra blocks, you can just simply bend your elbow, place the elbow on the ground, and place your head in your right hand. So we're really pressing into the outer edge of your right ribs. Your right hip is on the ground. And you can always turn your block to a lower level if it feels pretty intense. I'm going to do that. And just melt down. So the knees are bent slightly into maybe fetal position or stacked in opposite planes. Rest your head. Rest your ribs. And follow your breath. Left hand can rest. If you need a deeper stretch or more lung opening, bring that left arm up overhead. That's going to make it a really deep stretch. So make sure that it's sustainable. If you feel like already as soon as you come into the pose, it's too much, then try to back out. It's not about how far you go. It's just about tapping into sensations, okay? Once you find the pose, stay there. Avoid fidgeting and come into your breath. Feel the ribs and the lungs. Feel the way that the breath goes in and out of your body. You can invite the breath to deepen without any force. Just noticing how when we focus on the breath, what else in the body starts to become aware. What are we aware of as we breathe? Keep the eyes soft. Keep the focus inside. Noticing any compression on the right side body, allowing that big inhale to fill the left side. Taking 5 more deep breaths, really noticing if you can make the breath extra deep. So we're not rushing. Just feeling that sweet deliciousness of the breath as it rolls in and rolls out of the body. Last 2 breaths. If any sound needs to be released, you can sigh it out. You can hum it out. Any vibration that needs to resonate through the chest. And very slowly, I'd like you to press yourself up to a seated posture. Just swinging the legs in front, coming back to a cross leg. Hands rest on the knees, close the eyes down, and just observe the body. Maybe an inequality on the right and the left. Just noticing anything's okay. Bring the chin down to your chest. Take the head, roll it to the left for 3 circles. And go super slow. Taking the head to center. Begin to lie on your supports, your blocks, your bolsters on the left side of your body. So the left rib cage now rests into your support. Your left arm is to the north or to the top of your support. And you can use your elbow and maybe prop your head into your hands, or you can bring your head onto the block. So remember, you don't want it too deep right away. I'm turning my block on its lowest level, and I'm still getting a really deep stretch. So if you have a pillow, that's fine. If you have a block, maybe turn it on its side. Rest your left side of your skull either in your hands or on a support, on a block. Bend the knees, soften, get them comfortable. Take a full inhale, fill your body, and once you're ready, exhale to soften into your asana for this extended time. Long, deep breaths. The goal is to get soft, to get quiet, and just notice. Taking this time to slow down, right? Sometimes it's a challenge to not be rushing, overthinking, planning, or doing. So we take this time right now and just try to be quiet and still. Right arm can rest. It can also come up overhead. Full, deep, slow breaths. Feel any compression in the ribs, breathing bigger and deeper into the right side. Enjoying this pose for a bit longer, just following the breath. Three more breaths. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. Maybe come out of the posture, move super slowly. If that arm's overhead, bring it in front of the heart. Pressing yourself up to seated. And see if you can come back to a seated cross-legged pose for a couple moments of integration. Feel your posture, feel your body. Hopefully we feel balanced from right to left. Find that beautiful neutral and bring your chin to your chest. Roll the head to the right. Full circles, being mindful, being gentle. The anatomy of the neck is made to do this. So if you have zones where you cannot do this, maybe start to work on that mobility in the cervical spine. You're working on it now. Last circle. And move into child's pose. You can do it with or without a bolster, allowing the knees to be wide. And if you feel you like support under your body, place it just where your heart would go and start to lean forward. So knees are as wide as you like, bringing the chest to be either touching the ground or supported by your bolster. Elbows should be wide and soft so that we're not squeezing our scapulas on our back bodies. We want the whole back body to relax. And then settle into child's pose. We know this one, Balasana. So good for grounding, so good for digestion, especially when it's windy too and everything is flying around. This is a beautiful posture to come into. So come into your child's pose, soften your chest, soften your whole body, and just follow your breath. Letting the breath slow down. Always inviting little audible exhales. Sometimes just sighing really helps the body. You're signaling to the central nervous system to relax and to calm down as we sigh it out, right? That throat chakra deeply connected to the heart chakra, just a couple inches above. So really breathe, sigh it out. The sound of the heart chakra, the Bij sound is Ham, Ham, or Hum, one of those. But you can make that sound, Ham. You'll notice how beautiful it feels in the heart, in the throat. Soften the belly. Keep breathing. And if your head is turned to one side, not center, turn it to the opposite side. Long, deep breathing, letting the pelvis melt towards the earth. Five more breaths. Next inhale, start to slowly come up. We're going to shift back to a seated posture, cross-legged pose. Finding this Sukhasana, this easy seat, as our space to integrate tonight. So breathe, notice any happenings in your body. What do you feel? Some days we get big shifts. Some days it's more subtle. So just really listen and observe. We're going to move towards a supported fish pose. So if you have your bolster, bring it behind your back. If you're using blocks tonight, one block will be running long ways, parallel to the spine, and one will be rolling horizontally for the head. And the butt stays rooted on the ground. We start to recline back. Allowing the heart to elevate, allowing the chest to elevate. The butt is rooted. And you can keep your legs extended. You can also take the soles of the feet to touch, knees wide. Or if you'd like to go for half hero's pose, you walk starting with the right leg, the right foot out to the side, and then we bring it close to the right hip. So you're actually bending that right knee and opening that right quad. So I'm going to take half heroes pose tonight. It's up to you. And we start to breathe into the frontal plane. Arms can also go up and overhead. Coming back to that beautiful green light and the opening of the heart chakra. So you can come back. We envisioned it at the beginning of practice. Beautiful green, maybe emerald green or your favorite shade of green, the color maybe of the Caribbean Ocean. And breathe that energy, that color across your chest, okay? Long, deep breath, soften into the posture. Try not to fidget or move. The movement is internal, it comes from the breath. Keep following your breath. Make sure you can soften through your skull, soften through your jaw, always checking that the tongue is relaxed. Always checking that your butt is relaxed. Sometimes we clench in the most odd spots. Long, deep breathing, heart opening, fish pose. We have 5 more breaths. If you have that right knee tucked back into half heroes, release it. Both legs are matching, so either feet together or both legs extended. 3 more breaths, nice and long. And if the legs are bent, extend them. We want straight legs. We flip the palms to touch the ground. We slowly start to come up to seated. Legs are extended this time. Feet are wider than your hips, but not too wide. Stay about as wide as your mat. Bring your hands onto your kneecaps and just feel some energy, some temperature from the palms, the energetic center here, the hasta bandhas, into the knees. Take 3 breaths. Sit the spine up extra tall, shoulders down, left ear to left shoulder. Just a lateral bend of the neck, taking 3 breaths into the right side. And bringing the head to center, bring that right ear towards right shoulder. Let the breath channel left side. Scalenes, the long, tight muscles of the neck. Keep that left shoulder descending. And bring the head back to center. Bring the hands behind you so that the fingers are pointing towards your bum. And then bend your knees, feet on the mat. Support yourself so you can slightly lean back. Feet are wider than the hips. And we just allow the knees to go right and then left. Right and then left. So windshield wipering out those knees. Feel the hips. Ooh, a couple more rounds if one side feels really nice. You can stay there. Focus on sensation and breathe. One more to each direction. Lovely. Extend the legs forward. We're going to come back into supported fish. So your stuff should still be behind you. Begin to lie back. This time, if you didn't already, reach your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers and just allow gravity to stretch and open the shoulders. If you did the half hero's pose on the right side, walk your left foot out to the left, bending that left knee, and then tucking that left heel closer to the outer left hip. So your hero, half hero, with the left leg. Big quad psoas stretch. If that's not available, place your legs in any position that works for you. Long, deep breathing. Keep breathing into the heart center, surrounding the heart and the lungs with bright green light. We have 5 more deep breaths. Use the breath to explore the body. Notice which parts of your body expand and contract. Last breath here. Exhale through the mouth. Release the arms. Bring those palms down to the ground. If that left knee is bent, bring it forward slowly, unbending it. Tuck your chin. Start to press up to a seated pose. Hands to the knees. Take a couple deep breaths. The spine is long. We take a couple moments to integrate and notice if any sensations show up after the posture. Beautiful. Take the legs into cross-legged again. Extend your arms out nice and wide, turning the palms up to the sky. So we're really externally rotating those arms, trying to get the pinkies to point towards the sky and maybe the thumbs towards the ground. And then once you get that rotation, you're rotating backwards. Start to extend the arms back. So, like you're trying to get your thumbs to touch behind your spine. And try not to let the shoulders come up. Let them descend and breathe into this line from right pinky to left pinky across the heart and the lung meridian. Okay? You can close your eyes. We're going to hold a couple deep breaths. Yes, it is activating, opening through that heart chakra. Take 3 more breaths and feel that line like a beautiful green vine running from your pinky to your pinky. 3 more breaths. Next inhale, reach the arms up, allow the palms to touch. And as you exhale, fold forward over bent knees. So the knees are bent, we're in that easy seated pose, but we're folding. So maybe it's only a little bit, maybe you're very deep into that forward fold. Wherever you are, just breathe. Accept yourself, come back to that beautiful green light, and maybe that beige sound of hum. As you exhale, the hum just releases from the body. Let the body, the spine be soft. We're not linear and rigid. We're becoming soft and round like the moon. Soft like water. Take 5 more breaths in this forward fold, sending breath into the hips, into the back of your heart. Last big breath. Maybe you get a tiny bit closer to the ground as you exhale. Come up nice and slow. Begin to come to lying on your back, flat to the ground. When you arrive on your back, begin to pull your knees into your chest. Give a little rock right to left when the knees hit the chest. So we're holding either the kneecaps or behind the knees as we rock. Yeah, rock, rock, rock. And reach for the feet, coming into happy baby. You can come for that lateral edges of the feet. You can also grab the yogi hook for the big toes. And you want to be able to keep your head on the ground. Knees are wide, like they're moving towards the earth, outside of your ribs. The breath is deep to the pelvis, deep to the belly. Legs are passive. Arms are holding the legs, gently pulling them towards the ground. Breathe, fill the whole body with green light. Stick with the posture. Stick with your breath. Five more breaths. Make sure your belly is expanding and contracting with the breath. Last two breaths, bringing a little constriction at the base of the spine, perineum. Pull it in. Little mulaband as you exhale. And gently release the legs. Send them straight up to the sky. And circle your feet. Both directions, noticing if there's space where the feet don't want to go. And really circle full rotations. Hands can just rest on the ground. One more deep breath. And your choice is to bring the legs towards the body, keeping them straight and inviting them towards the body as if you were going to go into plow, but you're not lifting your back. If that's uncomfortable, just bring your feet to the mat and let your knees point to the sky, resting here. So you're either resting feet on the ground, knees to the sky, hands on the abdomen, or in this almost plow pose with the legs moving towards the body. It's like a forward fold, except we're doing it on our backs. Supine. And if you feel you want to go all the way to plow, you can. Be mindful of your neck. Your hands can always come up to your low back to support you. We have 5 breaths, so choose your adventure. Last 3 breaths. Little constriction in the abdomen if you're pulling the legs in. If you're in plow, you're inverted. Last breath. We release the legs and we extend them to the ground. It should feel delicious. When the legs get to the ground and you're lying flat and long, engage your bum. So squeeze your glutes. Bring in tight glutes. Pinch the bum tight. And then when you exhale, release it. We'll do this 2 more times. So you pinch the bum, engage the glutes, get gluteus maximus and minimus all engaged as much as you can, tight, and then release. One more time. Should feel really good. Squeeze the glutes. Bringing in that engagement sometimes can really allow the full relaxation. So we can always live somewhere in between, or maybe we're living with the body turned on. So we have to turn it on even harder, deeper, more to know the release and release. Set up for your Shavasana. Cover your body if you are cold. Which if you're in Arizona or probably anywhere right now, it's freezing. Cover your body. Maybe place a pillow under your knees if you tend to need a little lumbar support. You can put an eye pillow if you have that. just getting into the most comfortable position you can tonight for your mini yoga nidra. Yoga Nidra is a guided relaxation of walking the awareness around the whole body to really help you relax. It's one you can do for yourself when you go to bed at night if you can't fall asleep. So find your Shavasana, find your final resting pose, make any little last adjustments if you need a sip of tea or water, if you need an extra blanket, do that now because we're going to be here for a little bit. Come into a softness. Take any last deep breaths, maybe any last deep sighs that you want to exit your body. And find this beautiful balance from right to left, from top to bottom. Perfect geometry, perfect symmetry in our bodies. Take your awareness to your left foot. Feel the relaxation of the left toes. The top and the bottom of the foot relax. Feel your left ankle relax and sink close to the earth. Relax the front of your left leg, the shin bone, all the way up to the kneecap. Relax the muscles of the left lower leg, the gastrocs, the soleus, the whole calf relaxes into the ground. Relax your left knee, the kneecap, the back of the knee. Relax the big muscles of the left upper leg, the femur bone, all of the hamstrings, multiple hamstrings at the back of the leg, the quads, the whole meaty part of the left leg relax. Become aware of your whole pelvis, the left and the right side. Relax the pelvis. Relax the sex organs, the low organs. Relax, no mulaband. The channel in and out of the body is open with a free flowing energy. Bring your awareness to your right foot. Relax the whole right foot, the top, the bottom, the heel, the toes of the right foot. Right ankle, relax the right ankle. Relax the right lower leg, top, bottom, sides of the lower right leg. Relax the right knee, the front, the back of the right knee. Become aware of your upper right leg, your quads, your hamstrings, your vastus lateralis. The whole right leg is relaxed. The whole right leg. Feel the awareness traveling through your pelvis up into your stomach region. Relax the stomach on the left side. Relax the liver on the right side. Relax the kidneys at the back of the body. Feel the ribs. Feel the rib cage. Feel the lungs deep to the ribs and feel the lungs relax. They move with breath in a relaxed state. Relax the lungs. In this relaxed state, the lungs can expand and contract. Take your awareness to your right shoulder. Relax the right shoulder. Relax the upper right arm, the humerus. Relax the right elbow, the front soft eye of the elbow, the back bony portion of the right elbow. Relax the right forearm, the ulna, the radius. Relax your right palm. Relax all the fingers on the right hand. Bring your awareness to your left hand. Relax the left hand. Feel the gentle curve of the fingers. Relax all the bones of the hand, the carpals, the metacarpals. Relax your left wrist. Relax your left forearm. Left elbow, front and back relaxes. Relax your left upper arm, bicep, tricep. Relax the whole left arm. Feel the left shoulder relax and sink towards the earth. Relax the left side of the face, the left ear, left side of the jaw, left side of the neck. Feel the whole left side of the skull relax. Forehead, eyebrows, and eyes relax. There's a broadening, a spaciousness across the front of the skull. Relax the right side of the skull, the right eye, the right ear. Relax the right side of the neck, the throat, the trachea. Relax the whole head. Relax the whole torso. Relax all the limbs, all the digits. Relax the whole body. Feel the whole body relax. Meditate and rest in this place of relaxation. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel free to lie here on your mat for a bit longer in Shavasana, in this place of relaxation. And we'll finish the class there. Namaste. Stay as long as you like. Thank you for tuning in. Donate if you can to the Wahe crew. We love you.